Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are going to do another modification on the Housebreaker. This modification comes from Stan, and I thought it was absolutely genius. And so essentially what he does is instead of peeling off streets, he keeps the coverage always at 8 streets. Okay, so Stan's big modification was that he does not like peeling off the streets because he tends to see a lot of repeaters come in, and looking back on some of the previous tests, I did notice that a lot of repeating streets would come in. So what he does is he keeps all the street placements at 8 and never peels off the street. So once that street hits and wins, instead of removing the bet, what he does is keep that bet there and does not increase that street any higher. But the remaining streets that did not hit, those increase by 1 unit. So that's the big modification. He really follows everything else the same. I went ahead and added a couple safety parameters that I always like to use. So what I'm going to have it do is continuously look for 8 new cold streets to keep the bets moving. That way they're always shifting around the bet placements. The other one that I added, many of you guys already know that I like to use this a lot. It's to prevent long losses from occurring. Is I'm going to set a safety parameter 2 consecutive losses to then sit out bets until we get one virtual win for it to resume bets. And before I show you the actual test, I do want to announce that we are now offering a free 7-day trial for the Viper Strategy software. So now you can actually give it a try risk-free, test it out for yourself. And like I always say, test before you invest. We do have 2 subscription plans, a starter and a prime plan. It's a free 7-day trial for either one. If you decide it's not for you, you simply cancel before the 7th day. Or if you decide you love it, like many of our current members, you will get a private invitation to our Inner Circle Discord group where we strategize together and share our favorite roulette strategies. And this is where a lot of new features are pushed out, and a lot of our members have early access to the new features. One big feature that we're adding is a mobile app. We are launching the mobile app very soon for both iOS, Apple users, and Android users. So you could take this software anywhere you want to go. So with that being said, let's just jump into the test. Of course, we're going to run it through. At the end of the test, I will go ahead and show you the stats, and we will do a comparison with the previous versions and see where this sits, and I'll start ranking them. All right, so we have Stan's mod set up. We have a $1,000 bankroll using $1 as a unit size. And again, this is going to be on that same data set that was previously used on the previous modifications and the original version that we ran, just to ensure that we get that apples to apples comparison. So I'm going to go ahead and let this run through. At the end of this test, I'll go ahead and review the stats, and then we could rank this one in with the other versions and see which one's the best version so far. All right, so that's going to wrap up the test. I thought it was going to last a little bit longer than it actually did. I got the rankings right now, and right now, as of right now, Bob's modification is the best so far. Second is the original, and then Stan's mod. There's a couple key takeaways to some of these statistics, and I think I have an idea how Stan's mod would be significantly better. But let's just go over line by line. So as far as the profit high between all three, Bob's made the most money. You can see on Stan's mod, it made a high of $932 in profit before it eventually busted. Stan's mod did have the lowest dip in bankroll before the bust. Then on to the next line, we got the risk reward ratio. Bob's modification is still the highest at $7.95, and Stan's performed at $1.80. The spin survived. The original did survive the most spins. Stan's mod survived a little over 1,200 spins that were actually played. So keep in mind, it was sitting out spins depending on if we got consecutive losses. Profit per spin, Bob's version has the highest amount. Stan's mod today had a profit per spin of 73 cents. And here's what I want to highlight. So the win rate, second best was Bob's. The worst was the original. But looking at Stan's modification, the win rate was at the highest at 66.1%. Again, this is the same data set. I'm using the same spins to analyze apples to apples comparison to make sure that these adjustments we make either make it better or make it worse, and it gives us more accurate information. So that's a very key point. So looking on to the average bet size, also, although Bob's made the highest profit, it also had the highest average bet at $67. The average bet on Stan's mod was only at $34. So those two stats on Stan's mod tells me that this may be a good version to go to, but needs a few more refinements. Now, I do have an idea on a good refinement because this version really didn't have a good reset point. So remember, we're playing 8 cold streets. We're keeping the bets down on all 8 streets, and we're only increasing the cold streets. The problem with that, and I've seen it personally because I've developed some super long progressions on single street, 2 streets, and 3 streets, and you can get caught in what I call and refer to as unicorns. You're chasing unicorns, thinking this street has not hit for 40 or 50 spins. It's due to come in, right? That's like gambler's fallacy. And I've seen streets go as cold and as long without hitting up to 100, 120, just analyzing some real spin data sets previously. So with that being said, I think that was the Achilles heel in this version. So I'm going to wrap up this video by showing a modification to Stan's version. I think would probably work out a little bit better. And it's really just a rebalancing at a certain point. But to give you a better visualization, I do want to bring up the Roulette Royale app so I could show you the bet placement and explain it a little bit more thoroughly so you could understand where I'm coming from. So let's just jump into that next. Okay, so now that I have the app up, this is the idea I want to float over to you guys, get your guys' input and see what you guys think about this. So we know that he's betting on 8 streets, 8 cold streets, but I'm just going to place the bets out like this. And this is about recovery mode. So once we get a win after a loss, so let's say, for instance, we get a win on this street bet will remain at 1 unit. The rest of them now go up to 2 units a piece. And then let's say we get another win. Let's say on the street next to it, this 19 through 21 street, this will remain at 2 units. And then, of course, this one will stay at 1 unit. So these start turning into hedge bets, right? And then the rest of the cold streets that have not hit increase. and this continues on. So let's say the 16th through 18th Street hit next. That stays at 3. Now you have 1 on this street, 2 on this street, 3 on this street, and these start going up by 1 unit. Here's what I think the problem is these will start continuously going up. Okay, so here's my thought process is to cap this progression. So for instance, we have 8 streets that stay here. Let's say we are now down to 5 streets, right? So we got these 5 streets and they're all at $4 a piece currently. My idea is to do somewhat of a rebalance. Let's say we get a miss and we do not hit one of these 5 streets. Instead of continuing on, we could do a rebalance, which means that then we just clear out all of these. And then we were at 4 units at our highest street bet. So then we would rebalance and keep all 8 streets. I like the idea of keeping that 8 street coverage, but rebalancing it where now we have 1 unit higher than the previous bet amount. So now we're at 5 units per street, and then you would continue on from here. We're simply going to go up a unit on the ones that did not hit. So let's do the same analogy. Let's say this 22 through 24 street hit. The rest now go up by 1 unit. And let's say the 19 through 21 hit next. So that one's going to stay at 6. This one's still at 5. The rest go up 1 unit. And then let's say that 16th Street hit. These go up another unit. Now we're at a total bet amount at 8 per street on 5. So we're heavy on those 5 streets. We could go win or lose. If we're not in session profit, we reset and rebalance. So then we are at 8. That simply means that now all these streets will be at 9. So that's what I'm talking about rebalancing. I think it would probably do it justice, because as you continue on, these ones that you keep the same that already hit, sure, they act as a hedge bet, but eventually it's not worth, the lemon is not worth the squeeze is really what I'm trying to say. So like if we were to rebalance again, they were all reset at 9, and then you would just continue on like that. Anyways, I just want to highlight that, give you a better visual of my ideas on this one, possibly make stands better. And really, because those 2 stats, the win percentage was super high. It was the highest so far on any of the modifications so far, and the total bet amount was the lowest. So I thought this would be an interesting way to maybe play it. Perhaps I could do another run back of this version, but let me know your guys' thoughts down below as usual. And if you guys have any more modifications, let me know. Oh, real quick, I've been getting a lot of feedback with the Roulette Master has been posting Cassandra's corners. So my next video I'm going to push out is going to be on Cassandra's corners, and then I've been seeing a bunch of different modifications. I've already got like 3 or 4 emails about it, so I was like, okay, I'll just start peppering that in. Not that I'm going to stop this mini series. Like I said, I like to do these little mini series on a very good strategy that has great bones. That way we could just fine tune it until it becomes the best version possible. So with that being said, that's going to wrap up today's video, and like always guys, be cool, stay cool, peace.